When it comes to hotels, you really get good value for your money in Namibia. On my trip, I didn't have to spend so much for decent hotels. When I'm traveling, I normally stay within the mid-budget range, and in Namibia, the mid-budget prices were even lower compared to what I would normally pay in Europe, and the quality was still amazing. During my trip, I stayed at 5 hotels, and I would say they were all really, really good. This is the Koi Koi guest house. It's located in Otavi. It's actually on a farm. When I booked it in May this year, it was about £52 per night. And I have to say, I think it's worth just a little more because there is so much nature here. The koi fish, a lot of unique plants, and they actually have their own zebras and oryx. So for people who like being around nature, this is a really good option. I was not able to capture the zebras and oryx, but you can easily see them at night. The zebras and oryx don't really come close to the people, but they are owned by the farm or hotel. They also have this little guy who loves guests. He was actually showing us around the whole place. Some of these plants, I've only seen them in botanical gardens. Here they actually have this old farming equipment as well. It really gives it that desert-like character, you know? About the rooms, they're clean, spacious, and I love the decor. The room had everything I needed, so I don't think anything was missing. And the customer service here is top tier. We arrived really late, and they still asked us if we needed some food. I mean, most hotels I've been to, they don't care, and if you're lucky, there's some kind of vending machine or something. And look at how spacious this bathroom is. Again, all of this was £52 per night. The shower was really good, and again, so clean. Everything was really clean. A hotel like this in Europe, I would say would cost about £120 going upwards. I just don't see it being any cheaper. Did I mention how they produce their own honey? Actually, most of the vegetables served in the hotel are grown on the farm. They have this dining area where you can get breakfast, lunch, and dinner. By the way, the £52 per night also includes breakfast. Next one up is Alamer. This one is in Swakopmund. It has a tropical vibe. It's actually near the Atlantic Ocean, so this theme fits very well. The rooms are good, clean, but I didn't like the lighting. It was a bit too dark for me. The decor was also okay. The rooms are quite small compared to the Koi Koi guest house. But overall, for its price, I think it was still decent. It was about £60 per night, including breakfast. I arrived on a Sunday at 9:30 p.m., so a lot of places were closed. The hotel's reception was closed. We had to get checked in by the security guard. The breakfast was really great. It had a really good variety. You could even order some items like eggs and how you like them cooked or not. The staff were really friendly too, and the bread, I think they even bake it at the hotel. I'm not too sure though, but the bread was really fresh. This next one is GMA Lodge. It's located in Solitaire. The biggest charm about this one is that it's in the middle of nowhere, so the light pollution is really low. And you can see a lot of stars at night. They give out a service where they put a bed at the top of your room, so you can sleep under the stars if you want to. You also get snacks and wine, but I chose water. The rooftop bed has a separate price from the actual hotel room. The rooftop bed is about £50 and the hotel room is about £172. This is inclusive of all meals. This is a really good idea because the hotel is really in the middle of nowhere, so you can't go to restaurants for lunch or dinner. Otherwise, you'd have to be driving for hours. So it makes sense for the hotel to provide all of the meals, and then you get to pay for it, like with the hotel room. The hotel room was also very clean. It had everything I needed. It was spacious. So yeah, it's good. And they have these international sockets. I mean, you know when you travel and every country has their own version of the plugs. Well, here if you lose your adapter, the hotel has a built-in adapter, which is so convenient. So 10 out of 10 for this, honestly. This was the reception. I really like the decor here. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner is all buffet style. There was a really good variety here. A lot of wild animals like zebras and oryx. There's something for vegans too. The breakfast was so good. I ended up eating too much actually. Next hotel is Tumka Lodge. This one is very far from Windhoek. It's almost near Botswana. It's about a 10-hour journey from Windhoek actually. In this hotel, you can easily see wildlife like these elephants. Apparently, they do come close to the hotel now and then to drink some water because next to the hotel, there's a well. The rooms had a camping vibe to it. They actually warned us not to keep the doors open because snakes can come into the rooms. This hotel was also about £50 with breakfast included. By the way, I'm saying these prices for two, which is great value considering breakfast is also included. They also do have a restaurant here because Tumka doesn't really have a lot. So again, it would be difficult to be going out to get some lunch and dinner. Tumka Lodge is in the Bushman land. In this region of Namibia, you will come across a lot of the Bushmen. Most don't live the Bushman way of life anymore, but from this hotel, you can book a tour to learn about their way of life. You can also do some activities. Overall, the customer service here is really good. They actually do have a swimming pool too, so if you like swimming, this could be a good choice for you. They also have a few dogs here. I've actually noticed 2 out of the 5 hotels I stayed in, they had dogs that interacted a lot with the guests. So maybe this is a very common thing with lodges or hotels in Namibia. Last but not least is the TenBon Hotel in Windhoek. I just loved everything about this hotel. The exterior, the interior, the staff. Next time when I visit Windhoek, I won't even be looking at other hotels. I'll be returning to this one. It has a European vibe to it. It was spotless. It had a lot of good restaurants nearby as well. I only had breakfast in the hotel's restaurant. It was excellent. So I'm sure other meals are good too. If you love drinking wine and beer, they have a really good selection here. It really is a shame I didn't have enough time to try everything out. I loved all of the decorations, the colors. It was amazing. The room had a mini kitchen and it was fully equipped. The room was spacious and all of this was for £51 per night for two. And this is including breakfast. Again, this hotel deserves minimum £100. It had everything I needed and everything worked. The customer service was top tier. The staff was so friendly and they actually have a spa as well. And it's in the center of Windhoek. So I do think this hotel is very cheap. On top of all of that, it has this little balcony as well. The bathroom was spacious too, so I think in general, Namibian standards are very high when it comes to cleanliness and space. Out of all of the hotels I stayed in, I don't think there was any that wasn't clean to my standards at least. But if you do visit Windhoek, I highly recommend this hotel. The staff actually helped me arrange a hair appointment with mobile hairdressers and they let me use one of the rooms in the hotels to get the hair done. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye.